As you can see behind me, they are ready for voting on Tuesday. Now, I'm recording this on Monday because this week is just jam-packed, and if I don't do it today, it's not going to happen. So, we're going to hope to finish our rerouting series this coming Sunday on November the 8th. And before we get to the last chapter of Exodus, chapter 40, I want to talk about the previous 4 chapters before that. I don't want to gloss over them, but not go into terrible detail about them. If you would like to do that for yourself, I highly recommend reading or listening to Exodus 35 through 39. And all it is, it's about the preparation for the tabernacle. And what that is, God has given specific instructions to his people to build and create this space where his presence is going to dwell in the Ark of the Covenant. So if you're a Raiders of the Lost Ark fan, that's where that came from, that idea. And building the temple and sectioning off certain parts of it that everybody could come into, that some other people could only go into, and then finally the place where the presence of God was, into the Holy of Holies. This goes all the way back to Moses. So they did this in a few different ways. A couple things to note. They took offerings from the people if they wanted to give towards the project. They did. They invited people to generously give. And if you look, I believe it's in chapter 36 or the beginning of 37, the craftsmen, Bezalel and Oholiab, who have been anointed and appointed to do all the creating, to do the teaching to others of how they can create as well. At one point during the construction, they say, Moses, you got to go to the people and say, we have enough. Thank you very much. Now, as a pastor, I can't imagine ever saying that, but that would be fun. But that's what they did. They were so excited to have this mobile, portable temple to take with them. And it's actually an outline for the temple that would be constructed later on in Jerusalem. Jesus gave them very specific instructions about what things should be made out of. So God cares about the details. Maybe not like we who struggle with some OCD care about them, but he cares about the little details. He cares about giving measurements. And in things that matter, he often gives us very specific instructions. Another thing that happens is he gives the priests special clothing. And they have gold woven through their clothing. And one of the things that Aaron, the priest, wore, he had dangling on his forehead was this golden medallion that said, Holy unto the Lord. And it was a marker for him that I am set apart for God's service. I am totally consecrated for the service. And as everything has come together, one of the last things God says to Moses is, now you need to anoint each of these. And he had given him specific instructions on how to create the anointing oil. And so Moses anointed every part of the tabernacle because every bit of it was dedicated to glorifying God. And that's going to lead us into our sermon for Sunday. What happens when everything in us is dedicated to God? I'm excited to tell you this Sunday, I'm praying with you as we're waiting for the voting results to come in. If we're still waiting Wednesday, I don't know. Who knows? God knows, and we can trust him in the meantime. See you later.